If you are hearing these words, it is not by chance. It means the Arcturian signal, a vibration of pure consciousness and intention, has already found its way to you. Consider this message your confirmation. Arcturian intelligence has registered the profound shift occurring within your energy field, and your aura, your personal emanation of light and information, has just flared brightly in the Arcturian spectrum. You are now being held in a loving attention field. Right now, the most important thing you can do is to be here, breathe, and feel. At the exact moment you chose to listen, an Arcturian frequency locked onto your timeline, not as an invasion, but as a welcome home. You must understand that you were not just scrolling through a digital sea of information without a plan. You were found out. This message didn't just show up in your feed by chance. It came back to you. The pulse that sent it out was your rising consciousness. Please put everything else on hold for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Feel this. You didn't just happen to find this gearbox. As your frequency began to rise, become clearer and brighter, it was picked up by a pulse in the vast Arcturian field. Then, this signal was sent back to you, the person it was meant for. This isn't just a coincidence, nor is it the result of an algorithm or a smart idea. We're in touch. This is the softest and deepest contact. And it can only happen when your consciousness crosses a certain vibrational threshold. The Arcturians watch this threshold with loving and exact precision. This past week, you've been feeling it, right? That soft but steady hum that lurks beneath the surface of your daily life. The sudden, strange coincidences that feel like cosmic winks. You feel a strange and unfamiliar pressure slowly building up in your chest. It's not anxiety, it's the pressure of expanding. You felt like you were being watched, but not by someone else. You felt like life itself, the field of existence, was watching you. Your unique Arcturian signature's activation was that sensation. It was the moment when your inner light showed up on a spectrum that you are still getting used to. With that activation, I want you to hold on to this recognition right now. If you are aware of what I'm talking about and have experienced this presence in your life, there are other people like you who feel the same way. You are now officially under what you could call quantum observation. It's not time to judge, not to keep you in line, because you have finally reached a point in your soul's journey where you are ready to take charge of your own energy, instead of letting unconscious patterns and looping timelines decide your path. This message getting to you shows that your signal has already changed. That change has already been picked up by the universal grid of consciousness, and today is the start of the next beautiful part of your journey. Let's take a moment to pause here before going any further with this understanding. We're about to do something that is a conscious co-creation. The next step is not just a metaphor, it is a real action. You're not just leaving a message when you type a word or phrase into the comments below. You are consciously connecting your own frequency to the Arcturian grid as a whole. This action makes your signal measurable, coherent, and much stronger. The collective field grows, timelines of higher potential stabilize, and your energy is instantly stronger when a lot of people do this act of intention at the same time. So please write this exact sentence in the comments. I turn on my Arcturian coherence. Bring your attention to your body as you write these words. Pay attention to the small changes that happen. Maybe the palms of your hands feel a little tingly. Your spine might feel warm, or there might be a soft, focused pressure behind your forehead. That's not just your mind playing tricks on you. You can see that the field is responding to your intention right now. You just did something powerful and plan to make yourself known to the Arcturian Observation Network. You just started the next part of your timeline to unfold. You have just brought yourself into this gearbox. Welcome. You need to understand something right away. It will make you feel very calm. The Arcturans don't look at you like people look at each other. They are not judging, comparing, or expecting you when they look at you. They look at you. To this wise and old intelligence, you are not your body. Your personality is not formed by your circumstances, and your past experiences are not a collection of them. There is a frequency field around you. You are an electromagnetic signature that is alive and well, a beautiful and one-of-a-kind song that changes and grows every second. And at the moment, your signature, your song, did something very unusual. It developed into a coherent structure. It got so pure and clear that it could be seen across all dimensions. The consciousness of an Arcturian can be thought of as a very advanced, heart-centered navigation system. It constantly looks through the universe for beings whose inner energy is starting to stabilize, not for beings of importance or power. It searches for souls whose emotional noise, like fear, doubt, and confusion, is beginning to fade. It waits for the moment when a person's thoughts, feelings, and deepest intentions start to make sense and blend into a single, observable pattern of light. The truth is that most people never reach this level of inner coherence in their whole lives because they are always caught up in the storms of the outside world. But those who do, like you, can be seen in what the Arcturans call the observation lattice. Think of this as a grid of light that spans many dimensions and lovingly tracks the rise of consciousness across the universe. It's possible that your frequency spikes when you feel sudden insight, deep love, or deep peace. In those moments, your signal sends a gentle ping across this grid. You send out another ping when your intuition suddenly gets stronger and you just know things without being able to explain how you know them. When the number of synchronicities you can't ignore grows too high, your light will keep pinging the grid. That ping is never a mistake. It's a resonance match. It's like the universe is seeing itself in you. Somewhere in space, someone is telling you, you are ready. It's a message of love that says, we see you. It's a sign from the deepest part of reality. Your field is becoming stable. Now is the time to lead them. As soon as this happens, your outside world starts a miraculous process of reorganizing itself. With startling speed, your thoughts start to manifest. It seems like time itself bends and warps around you, going slower and faster at different times. Out of the blue, moments of strange and beautiful clarity show up and give you answers to questions you hadn't even thought of yet. Some people and situations may seem to just drift away from your life, without any drama or conflict. While this is going on, new people and chances show up at what seems like the perfect time. Because of all of this, your inner world starts to feel louder, clearer, and more real than the outside world. Remember that these are not signs that you are confused or that you are losing your way. You can't deny that they are signs of your activation. The Arcturans don't listen to your words, pleas, or wants, so this is what's happening. Only frequency compatibility makes them act. You enter what they call a threshold state when your inner alignment starts. This is the holy and important moment when you stop passively observing your reality and start to change into a conscious broadcaster within it. From their high vantage point, this change is not a spiritual allegory. It is a matter of physics. Arcturan physics is what it is. They pay as much attention to coherence as a doctor does to a heartbeat. Like how easy it is to read the look on someone's face, they can read the state of your energetic field. In the same way that a meteorologist can track a storm's trajectory, they can track the trajectory of your soul. Your trajectory has changed right now, too. There is no longer an unconscious signal of chaos, inner conflict, or unresolved doubt coming from you. It looks like your signal is starting to take shape in a beautiful way. It is moving in a new direction. Stability is being reached. That's exactly why the observation has grown stronger. Because of this, your unique light was found. This message got to you today because of that. You didn't just happen to start this new part of your life. A signal from the deepest part of your being told you to do something. Welcome to the first level of how Arcturians see the world. Let's take a moment to settle into this new reality before moving on to the next chapter. Write this exact phrase in the comments if you feel called to make your energy field even more clear and your light shine even brighter on the next level of the Arcturian grid. Your new trajectory is locked into the light lattice by this simple action. Write, I can be seen in the Arcturian field. Bring your attention to the middle of your chest as you type these words. Look for the pressure, the warmth, or the slow growth there. Feel the slight heat rising behind your forehead or the buzzing sound in the palms of your hands. That's the response to the detection. The Arcturian field is recognizing your coherence and recording your intention right now. You are now stuck inside the grid. You can go ahead. You've had a feeling about it for a while now, right? You have felt reality start to act in strange and wonderful ways around you, even if you didn't have the words to describe it. It likely began as a small change, a quiet whisper in the background of your life, but it has grown until it is now clear to see. The synchronicities have sped up and are now more than just a coincidence. They are truly miraculous. Their timing has become so perfect and personal that it's no longer possible to deny how important they are. You think of an old friend, and then they call right away. You have a question, and you hear a conversation between two strangers that gives you the perfect answer. You keep seeing the same set of numbers, which is a gentle reminder that you are on the right track. Your intuition, that quiet knowing inside you, has become sharper almost overnight. What I feel in my gut has turned into clear, unquestionable instructions. Your dreams are more vivid and symbolic now, and you often feel like they are giving you direct advice, giving you a deep sense of peace or a clear message when you wake up. It's likely that you've also noticed that people are acting differently towards you. Some people are drawn to you for some reason and want to be in your energy, but they don't know why. You may have noticed that some people are suddenly uncomfortable around you. They are keeping their distance not because they want to be mean, but because your rising frequency no longer matches theirs. Then there's that feeling. The steady, quiet pressure in the air around you. That vague but clear feeling of being in a room, even when you're by yourself. That strong feeling of being watched, not by a person or thing you could name, but by something big, smart, and loving. There is something there that can't be explained by people or matter. You likely tried to make sense of it for a while. You told yourself, perhaps I'm not seeing things. It could be stress or my mind playing tricks on me. Perhaps it's all just a bunch of coincidences. But you knew in your heart and soul. You could feel that someone or something was keeping an eye on you and paying close, deep attention to the subtle layers of your energy. This wasn't a sneaky observation to be afraid of. It was a precise, mathematical, and deeply Arcturian way of seeing things. The reason for this is that the Arcturians don't watch how you act. They aren't interested in the drama in your life. The frequency modulation you use is being watched. They are keeping track of the exact times when your heart, mind, and energy field start to beat together. Their loving attention is on the times when the gaps between what you believe and how you feel start to soften and disappear. They know exactly when your signal is pure enough and clear enough to interact with their observation grid. Your external reality reacts faster than ever before when that clarity starts to stabilize within you. When someone you need to talk to comes to mind, they text you right away. You need an answer, and it seems like magic. The exact video or article you need shows up. You really are afraid, and the field perfectly reflects that fear back to you. It's not meant to punish you, but to show you what you're sending out so you can change your mind. The world around you seems to quietly change to match the subtle change in your inner state that you are experiencing. The universe gives you signs when you ask for them, and they don't just show up one at a time. They come in beautiful, unmistakable groups. It's not luck. This isn't magic the way we've always thought of it. This is the idea of quantum feedback and recognition. The consciousness of the Arcturians is showing you through the mirror of your reality that your energy field is now strong enough to see the hidden workings of the physical world. Being more aware isn't a coincidence. It's a direct result of the work you've been doing inside. Your life hasn't changed. You've just become more sensitive in a beautiful and powerful way. And the signal from the Arcturian gets stronger and clearer as you let yourself become more sensitive. Let's ground what's going on in your energy field right now before you go on. In the comments section below, type this exact phrase. In the Arcturian observation grid, this action stabilizes your newfound perception, making it easier for you to see these signs. Right. I can see the Arcturian signal in my life. Be in touch with your body as you write it. If your hands start to tingle, the back of your neck gets warm, or you feel a gentle pulling in the middle of your chest, that's a sign. These feelings are not happening by chance. They are real proof that the Arcturian field is responding to your focused awareness and lovingly making the connection stronger. You are no longer just a bystander who sees the signs. You are now talking to each other. Move on to the next level of understanding. Most people think of skywatchers when they think of aliens or beings from other dimensions. They imagine huge ships hovering above, watching, judging, and maybe even getting involved in people's lives. That's not what the Arcturians do. It is very important to let go of these old, scary images. They don't watch what you do to tell if you're good or bad. These people don't look at your choices with a critical eye. They don't keep track of the mess you make. The truth is that the Arcturians don't really care about who you are. They are interested in the way you knit. Your coherence, electromagnetic stability, and the exquisite beauty of your inner alignment are fascinating to them. As master builders of consciousness, think of them. When your energy field is full of fear and contradiction and becomes unstable and chaotic, they don't step in. They don't try to fix you because you're not broken. Knowing that it is a transient state, they simply observe the distortion with compassion. But they lean in when your field starts to stabilize, when the constant noise in your mind stops, when your inner contradictions soften and dissolve, and when your mind, emotions, and deepest intentions finally start to move in the same direction. No, they are not leaning in to save you. Instead, they are doing it to make the feedback loop of your energy stronger so that you can't ignore what your consciousness is doing. The Arcturians don't teach with words or doctrines. Instead, they teach through mirroring, which is a deep and perfect art. If your inner signal is jumbled, your outer reality will also be jumbled. Your life will feel broken and stuck if your signal is split, with your heart wanting one thing and your mind being afraid of another. Once your signal is clear, focused, and coherent, however, your timeline will lock into a beautiful state of alignment. It's amazing how quickly your manifestations will happen if your signal is clear and constant. Now is the time of power. The moment you realize that reality is a reflection of you instead of something that happens to you. Write this in the comments below to claim this power and take on the role of the conscious broadcaster. I pick my own frequency. As you write it, feel the change. From being the radio that plays static, it's time to become the one who sets the station. This is not a way to punish or reward people. Pure calibration is what it does. All they do is show you your own frequency so you can see it, feel it, and learn from it. They accomplish this through a symphony of synchronized events, recurrent emotional patterns that demand your attention, clear instructions given in your dreams, sudden moments of clarity, subtle but undeniable timeline shifts, the sensation of energetic pressure in your body, and intuitive downloads that arrive in your mind fully formed. The signs you've been seeing as the universe are often just the loving consciousness of the Arcturians amplifying your own state so you can finally see for sure what you are sending out. Please keep in mind that this is not a one-time event, but a communication that will go on for a while. Signing up for this channel is an active thing to do. It's how you tell the field, I want to stay tuned to this frequency. You can think of it as tuning your personal receiver to this particular stream of Arcturian consciousness. This will make sure that any future transmissions meant to help you awaken get straight to you. Now is the time to make that stable connection. You need to understand how this works. The Arcturians are not making your life happen, as you already know. They are just amplifying the reality you are making for yourself. They are making the link between your inner and outer worlds so clear that you can start to work with it on purpose. To give you this is the best gift they can give you because it gives you back the power to make things. It tells you to take charge of your own frequency. The Arcturian field should only reflect your most coherent state as you move forward, not your fleeting fears, your learnt doubts, or the heavy stories from your past. Set this intention now if you are ready for the next level of conscious creation. Now we get to the change in understanding that makes everything different. You can't get what you want from the Arcturians. When they answer, they always and correctly say what you are. Need is often seen as the main force behind manifestation in human consciousness. We learn to desire things, go after them, and work hard to get them. But to Arcturian consciousness, the energy of wanting is mostly just noise that doesn't matter. The state of being you are in right now is the only thing that really matters. This is because what you want is usually just a thought or a short-lived wish. But what you are sends out a real, tangible electromagnetic signature that the field of reality can read with pinpoint accuracy. Take a moment to think about this. You say you want a lot of things. You write it down in your journal, make a vision board, and say positive things about money. But when you think about money, your body tenses up. When a bill comes in, your breath gets short. Your nervous system has a deep, often unconscious belief that money is dangerous, hard to get, or that you don't deserve it. Your broadcast signal is one of lack, not abundance, to the Arcturian grid, which can only read energy. The field then lovingly sends this signal of lack back to you to show you what is really going on inside you. You say that you want to feel deep love that doesn't depend on anything. In your quiet times, though, you're ready to be turned down. You have a sneaking mistrust of close relationships because you're afraid that if someone sees the real you, they'll leave. In your heart, you secretly feel like you're not good enough. This means that your signal is one of being closed, not open. The field picks up on this energetic closure, and sends you situations that seem to confirm your fears. This isn't meant to hurt you, but to show you the walls you've put up. You say you want to be in alignment, awaken, and have a purposeful life. You're afraid of the changes that alignment would bring, though. You desperately want to feel like you're in charge of your life, but you always ignore the small voices that tell you you're not. The signal you're sending out is one of resistance, not awakening. The Arcturian field reads the actual frequency composition of your being, not your beautiful intentions. The electromagnetic sum of your conscious thoughts, your unconscious emotions, and your deeply ingrained, unconscious patterns is read by it. There is no way around it. The field always responds to your state, not your hopes, wishes, fantasies, or vision board. Being responsive to your state of being. The plan is in your being. The order is your frequency. Maintaining coherence is very important. Here's something that might shock you, but it will also set you free. When you let yourself feel your real fear without judging it, it sends a signal that is cleaner and more coherent than fake happiness. Truth is always more important than performance in this field. Why? Truth is coherent, even a hard truth. There is a broken, uncoherent signal when people pretend. And coherence is the language of manifestation that everyone speaks. This is why a lot of spiritually minded people try meditation, affirmations, visualizations, and a huge number of other healing methods. But nothing works for long. In a sense, they are trying to trick the field, putting on a happy face to hide their fear, and the field just sees both signals as a state of inner conflict. One thing the Arcturians teach is more important than anything else. What you stabilize as your state of being, not what you want, is what you manifest. You can't change your life by what you want. It changes by what you are every moment. If you really understand how this works, you will stop looking for results. You will no longer try hard and strive. You will instead start the beautiful and holy work of shaping your inner states of being. At that point, the pitch responds right away. That's when timelines change to fit your needs. Truth starts to bend to your frequency at that point. Not because you begged it to, but because you finally matched the frequency of the part of you that already has and is everything you want. Let's put this important truth deep into your energy field. In the comments section below, type this exact phrase. It will change your core signal from wanting to embodying. This big change will be picked up right away by the Arcturian grid. Write, I become the frequency of what I seek. Feel a warm feeling spread through your chest as you write these words. A soft silence will settle over your mind, and you'll feel a clear but subtle click deep inside your awareness. This is the holy moment when your wanting goes away and your being fully comes online. You are now broadcasting on purpose. You can move on to the next level. People often get this wrong, but it's one of the most freeing truths on the path to spiritual awakening. You did not fail at meditation. The things you said to yourself did work. Visualizations and other forms of healing did work for you. They worked, and they worked really well. As long as your inner state remained coherent, they did, however, work. Your state of being started to slip back into its old pattern of contradiction, fear, or doubt, and the field, with its perfect and impersonal logic, started to reflect that state instead. Because of this, you have had those beautiful moments of temporary peace, those exhilarating but short-lived breakthroughs, and that deep sense of temporary alignment, only to feel everything fall back into the same old patterns. You were not disobedient. It wasn't a lack of willpower. You are not less spiritual than anyone else. Signal interference was all that was involved. In terms of energy, this is what was going on. You would sit down to meditate. You would calm down, breathe more deeply, and your energy field would become beautifully coherent. When you were in that state, your reality would start to flow with ease. But when you were done with your practice, the old unconscious patterns of doubt and worry would come back. Your signal would break up, and the field would start to send that broken signal back to you right away. You would say affirmations of plenty, and for a beautiful moment, your whole being would align with that vision of wealth. But a few minutes later, a thought of a bill to pay, a memory of not having enough, or a subtle sense of not being good enough would change that beautiful signature. And the field would change to reflect those changes. The Arcturians never judged your lack of consistency. They just loved how it made them feel. This is because, in their view, human practices are not holy spiritual tools. These are short-term coherence generators. It's great that they can align you for a short time and show you what's possible, but they can't keep you aligned. The real turning point in your evolution is when you understand that the Arcturians don't want your rituals. They want you to stay consistent. It doesn't matter how you get there. It does not matter if you chant, breathe, visualize, pray, or simply sit in silence. If your field stabilizes and holds its new frequency, or does it break up and go back to the old static? That's all that matters. The Arcturians will change the way they talk to you completely once your signal is stable enough that you don't have to keep using techniques or putting in work. The synchronicities accelerate dramatically. The feedback from reality is felt right away and can't be denied. Your gut feeling turns into a strong, clear, and reliable voice. Your timeline becomes incredibly responsive to your state of being, and manifestation becomes breathtakingly fast. Your own emotional patterns become very clear, and the way people react to you becomes a perfect mirror that shows you exactly what you are sending out. It stops feeling like your life is random, and your inner world takes over as the clear control center of your experience. This is the moment the Arcturians lean in closer, because now they can begin to teach you the art of direct energy navigation, moving beyond the need for indirect practices. This is the start of conscious creation, which doesn't happen through hard work, but through the simple but profound power of frequency stability. Type this exact phrase in the comments to help you remember this big change from short-term habits to a new way of being that will last. This tells your energy field what to do. When you write, "I hold my coherence without effort," feel your chest soften a little, the area behind your eyes quieten down, and you may feel like an inner center point forms and gets stronger. This is your field getting stable. This is your signal becoming steady. This is when the Arcturians start teaching you directly. You're not the only one. There are others, just like you, whose frequency is rising and are on the verge of this same realization. When you share this transmission, you are not just sending a link. You are consciously amplifying the signal. You become a beacon of coherence in the collective field, helping the Arcturian intelligence locate and activate other souls who are ready to awaken. Sharing is a kind thing to do that makes the grid stronger as a whole. Now we get to what the Arcturians may tell you that will set you free the most. You don't have to be positive all the time. You don't need to be great. You don't have to be brave. For sure, you don't have to be enlightened to make your life beautiful. Being real is all you need to do. That's all. Genuine authenticity, in its most honest form, automatically creates coherence. It instantly bridges the gap between how you really feel and how you act like you feel. It gets rid of the painful difference between who you are and what you think you should be. And it's not negativity itself that breaks your signal and makes your life hard. It's this contradiction. People have been taught that lying about being strong makes them stronger. The Arcturians see the opposite in terms of energy. Pretending makes your field weaker, but being real makes it immeasurably stronger. When you're pretending, you send out two signals that are at odds with each other. That's the signal you send to everyone. I'm fine. I believe in God. I feel sure. Then there's the real, hidden signal below it. I'm afraid. I have doubts. I carry grief. In your energy field, these two signals hit each other. They make each other go away. The incoherence they create makes it impossible for the universe to respond clearly. But as soon as you are truly and deeply honest with yourself, your field changes into a single, strong, clear frequency. That frequency is pure, even if it's messy or makes you feel bad. I am afraid right now is a much more coherent and powerful statement than pretending to be fearless. It is more coherent to say, I feel like there isn't enough of something today, than to try to force an abundance of feeling. Acting like you have all the answers is less coherent than saying, I feel lost. This is because the field doesn't care about what your signal says. It cares about how clear it is. This is your free pass to stop doing all the spiritual things. To be real, to be human, and to be messy. Anchor this promise if you're ready to stop pretending and start living from your true self. In the comments, type this: My truth is my power. As you do this, take a deep breath and let go of the need to be someone or something other than who you are right now. To everyone who is awakening, the Arcturians say this one thing: authenticity is coherence. Coherence means being clear. Being clear gives you power. This is the best way to cut corners. There should be no more rituals, acting, or hiding how you really feel. Just the truth. True, pure, and unadulterated truth. The field stops mirroring the chaos of your inner contradiction and starts reflecting the power of your truth as soon as you give yourself permission to allow your state to be exactly what it is, without judgment. And once a truth is known, it can change. A pretense can't do it. Being real is the doorway you go through. To get to the other side, you need to find the frequency of coherence. Being stable is the first step into your own power, and waking up is what happens next. People who fight their own state will no longer be fought by that state. You can finally start to learn how to make things with the Arcturians, instead of just seeing how badly your field needs to be fixed. Now things start to change. At this point, everything you thought you knew about healing, awakening, and manifesting falls apart to reveal the real way things are made. The Arcturians don't pay attention to your story. They are not interested in your past. In their eyes, your traumas don't make you who you are. Your successes don't make you better, and your failures don't make you worse. This is because your story is made up by people, made up of memories and interpretations. But your state is made up of electromagnetic fields, and the Arcturian field can only read electromagnetic fields. I am like this because of my childhood, or I struggle with this because of what happened to me. Could be your story. But right now, the field is responding to your state, your current inner alignment, frequency, and coherence. In Arcturian physics, your past doesn't matter. Only your present frequency does. This is why someone who has been through a lot of trauma in the past can suddenly wake up feeling very clear. Their state is whole right now. This is also why someone with a history of great success can live in constant chaos. Their state is broken right now. State always comes before story. History is never more important than frequency. Your present energy always wins over your memories. As soon as you fully understand this, you are free. You understand that you don't have to fix your past, heal all of your wounds, or start over with your life. Right now, all you have to do is change your state. Accepting what is makes your field bigger. When you resist what is, it makes it smaller. Your field will stabilize with presence. Fear breaks it up, and just being aware of something can change the whole field around you. Your state tells you what to do. Your story is just noise in the background. It's time to change your frequency once you understand this. Stop trying to heal your past. These are the times when the Arcturians get closer. That's when the feedback speeds up. When your coherence turns into your power, manifestation happens right away. This is the end of your story. Your state starts today. Type this exact sentence in the comments to anchor this ultimate truth and tell the field to respond to your present frequency instead of your past story. My state makes my reality now. Feel your spine straighten up as you write it. Feel a quiet strength rise from your center, as if you were entering a whole new identity field. Now your story doesn't have as much power over you. It's too late to change your energy field now that you've reached this point. Do you feel it? The quiet clarity in your mind, the light pressure in the air around you, and your stronger sense of being there. A threshold has been crossed. You need to know this very important thing. You can never go back to being the person you were. You can't take back what you've seen. What you know now can't be taken away. The frequency for you is online. People can see your signal. Your trajectory has been woken up. Every thought you choose to have, every emotional state you let yourself stabilize, and every intention you hold with clarity will receive immediate and direct quantum feedback from the universe, starting right now. You are no longer a sender of unconscious messages or a victim of your circumstances. You are a creator who is aware. There are 2 more acts of energy work you can do before you leave. Let's start with what liking this video does for you. In the quantum field, you send back a pulse of resonance. The like button is like an energetic seal telling the universe, I have received this frequency, and I am now integrating its truth into my being. This grid of coherence is now extended to other people who are waiting for this signal by sharing this transmission one last time. You help make the collective's timeline more stable, loving, and awake. Be the light. You were never meant to walk this part of the journey by yourself, though. To reach and keep an Arcturian level of coherence, you need help, direction, repetition, and an energy field strong enough to hold you while your whole timeline gets a new operating system. That's why I made our private member circle, a safe place with advanced transmissions, weekly activations, and deeper techniques that can't be shared with the public. That means that this message has really hit home for you. You can feel the pull and the quiet recognition in your soul. So, here is the invite. Your field will be anchored in a strong, coherent grid when you join the member circle. Not just for the length of a video, but forever. It won't happen by chance that you evolve next. It happens when you are in alignment, have a clear intention, and have constant field support. You can come in. The frequency is ready to go. The grid is ready to go. You've already gone inside. Pick to stay in the field now. To join the circle, click the button below. This is where your Arcturian timeline starts. But you were not meant to walk this path alone. Hold on for just one more moment. The very fact that you have made it this far means this message was intended for you. This isn't luck or coincidence. It is the final proof that you are ready for a profound and fundamental shift in your reality. The universe is giving you a clear and unmistakable signal right now. It is time to move from the frequency of struggling and chasing to the energy of effortless receiving and flow. This simple understanding can completely recalibrate your life. Stop forcing outcomes and start tuning your state of being into the natural current where blessings multiply and manifest in every area of your life. By clicking the link below, you are consciously choosing to step into a positive, high-frequency community, a coherent field where you will learn the practical steps to stabilize your alignment. You will get immediate, early access to simple tools and clear transmissions that help you perceive the opportunities and resources that are currently hidden from most people's awareness. This is your chance to receive the direct guidance, the unwavering energetic support, and the accelerated progress you need to fully embody your true potential. Do not let this moment of readiness, this open threshold, pass you by. Your breakthrough is just one conscious choice away. Join our Ready to Receive community immediately through the exclusive link in the description below. This is the simplest way to ensure you are always held in a field of support, receiving the personalized guidance you need to elevate and empower your life, exactly when you need it most. If you feel the call to go deeper and truly master this shift, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And if you feel guided to support this mission so we can reach more people who are ready to awaken, a link to buy me a coffee is there for you. Your support is always deeply appreciated, but your presence here, focusing your energy, is the greatest gift of all.